Welcome to a solo game of Axis and Allies Battle of the Bulge. This is a situation after turn 1, so after the initial German attack. For those of you who actually know the game, you will know that on the first turn, the Allies don't get to do any counterattacks, so it's simply the Germans attacking, and they've had, various degrees of success. In the north, they haven't really made too much of a push. They did eliminate some units, but the front line is pretty much stable. What the Allies did here is they retreated the tank on their movement turn. Why did they do that? Well, two reasons. First of all, they burn an additional supply, which means that the Germans can't capture it. And secondly, they put some space between themselves and the Germans, meaning that the Germans don't have anything to attack in this hex. Now they can attack here, and the tanks can potentially blitz, which will still allow them to end up here. But anyway, generally speaking, it's a very good tactic. I've learned in this game to put some space between you and the Germans, especially if you're the Allied player. Again, in this case, it's a solo game, so I'm both players at the same time. But this has proven to be a good tactic. Leave some space between yourself and the German front line units. Because, definitely initially they're much stronger than you are, but that way you'll keep your units alive longer and you'll be able to reinforce a bit. As you can see here, what's also a very good tactic is to have a defense in depth, meaning that, if this unit gets eliminated, and it almost certainly will on the next German turn, they can't just blitz into this town of Eupen or whatever it's called and claim that one as well, because there's another unit there. And if the Germans do want to bypass such areas in one way or another, they will have to blitz their tanks, but that will cost them at least one additional supply for each hex in which they do so. So that is the drawback of that tactic. Anyway, they did take Clairvaux on turn 1, meaning that they have claimed a single victory point so far. They need 24 to claim victory. And here in Diekirch, they haven't been too fortunate, and the Allies moved up some other units from the south, reinforcing it. They moved normally because you would have to stop if you enter an enemy zone of control, but they came from here, and they both moved into there. You wouldn't be able to do that with a truck because you would have to stop either here or here. But this way it was possible. You can move from an enemy zone of control to another one, but then you will have to stop. If you're not moving off board, that is. Why isn't the front line here? Well, as I said, initially the American tank, or probably at least one of the units, was here, and it just retreated, putting some space between them. But it happened after the German move, so that's why of course, the front line isn't entirely correct. They should, of course, have claimed this hex as well. Okay, so that's it for the first round of Battle of the Bulge, with a few strategy tips as well, I suppose. And let's see what happens on the next turn. Thank you for watching.